Up next, hello everyone. Welcome to the NBA. Hey Dave.
Hey Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. And for the Hawks, John Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2 spot. Now here is Harris after Clint Capella's miss.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
And here is Dunn. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Now here's Simmons. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Snell. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harris passes to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Way too easy for Collins. With ideal positioning, he's a real problem out there.
Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
And the wide open shot from Green. Offensive rebound. Here's Embiid. There he goes.
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Now, here's Dunn. Three-pointer on the way. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 6. Curry with a wide open look. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Dunn outside. Bogdanovich dishes to Capella. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Embiid. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Harris passes to Green. Here's Embiid. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Dunn attacking. And he banks in the layup.
And once again, Dunn showing off his all-around game. Not just an incredible shooter, but an unreal finisher on the drive as well.
Now here's Curry. Harris outside. Back to Curry. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic LU jam.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
There's the three. And Seth Curry gets the three. 5 points in the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Done outside. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
There's just no way you are stopping Dunn when he's that close to the bucket. A skilled finisher and amazing athlete.
Here's Embiid, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers.
In the gym trying to work about free throw.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Shake Milton. Howard is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Maxey in at the 1. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Young.
The top scorers in this league, like Trae Young could be, they get buckets when it's not easy to get buckets.
Maxey passes to Thybulle. Inside. Rebounded by the Hawks.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And Young with the basket on the assist by Okongwu.
That's as sweet as you're going to get it. Fluid motion, great lift, rolls right off the fingertips.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Here's Herter. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Tolliver. Gallinari with the rebound.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
76ers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Steps back and fires. Maxey intercepted. Here's Young. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Now, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Maxey passes to Milton. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Young with the steal. Here's the break. Herter passes to Hunter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The 76ers lead. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the half. And that one's good. Maxey. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route.
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stop.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Lobbed up there for Bogdanovich.
Pretty smart play by Bogdanovich. He scores in a variety of ways.
The 76ers leading by 3. Simmons feeling it out a bit. 43 seconds left in the first half, and Simmons slams it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Bogdanovich wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
I think he's just going to get more and more confident from behind the arc and become a more consistent scorer in this league as time goes by.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Embiid inside. Capella's there. Here's Simmons. Harris trying to get free.
Yeah, the quickness, the size, and the speed of Simmons really breathtaking, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
Here's Dunn. It's good. He's got 6.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And a close game so far through the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, It was Joel Embiid who got hot in the first. He had 12 points, 9 and that.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at them.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Snell in at the 3.
And Dunn is spectacular, seeking contact and getting it. He just absorbs the hit, yet still able to finish.
Down low, Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got 16 points.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Capella kicks to Bogdanovich. Lob pass to Capella.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 11 points. And there's the pass to Embiid. It's good. 18 points for Joel Embiid.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
It's Curry with the drive, and he makes good on the layup. And it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Done outside. Kicks it to Collins. Fires the three. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And the 76ers with some changes. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
And it's Thibault in the corner. They get it back. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got his second basket.
And they continue to control the glass.
The Hawks trail by 8. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Outside Hill. Inside. Here's Howard. Atlanta with the rebound.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Hunter, the pass to Herter. It's stolen by Milton. And here's the fast break. Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Hunter dishes to Gallinari. That one goes. Count it. Now just a 4-point 76ers lead.
Nice swing action there. Gallo, he simply squares up and rises to the occasion.
Hill against Young. Hill kicks to Howard. Thibault, the pass to Howard. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Over to the wing. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Lou Williams is checked in for Young. Then for the 76ers, Korkmaz checked in for Tolliver. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Ben Simmons comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Tobias Harris subbed in for George Hill. 2 on the clock, 18 feet out. It's rebounded by Herter.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Here's Simmons. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Good contest as Herter's size really.
The third quarter comes to a close. 76ers ahead, leading by 5. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, the incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Korkmaz is out there with Maxey, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. The 76ers leading by 5, and Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Williams scanning the floor. Fires from the line. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Passes it to Embiid, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
Now, here's Dunn. Tight defense on him. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. On the wing, Harris. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. They blow the whistle and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Here's Embiid. No good that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Harris is checked in for Tolliver. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovic. And Trae Young subbed in for Dunn. Then for the 76ers, Howard comes in for Embiid. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Maxey. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Curry passes to Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know how physical Howard is down there. When he's going up with his shot, he is expecting contact.
And both free throws good for Howard. The Hawks trail by 6. Young passes to Huerter. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella, skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Outside, Green. Out to Harris. Young with the steal. Now, here's Okongwu. Defended by Thibault. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Young with no one around. Misses the three. The 76ers leading by 4. Up again and staying with the play, Harris.
Tobias says, I'll take you home.
We've got 1:13 left in the game.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Here's Young. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
Here's Thibault. Harris outside. Young with the steal. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
Now I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Timeout called the 76ers. They're leading by 2. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Collins against Simmons. Can't hit from in close. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Collins. Dishes it to Capella. Over Embiid. Collins wide open. He fires. Off target from downtown. It counts.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Go. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. And Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Here's Harris. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Trying to find Capella, gets it to him. Collins dishes to Capella. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
A big man, John Collins, seeing the court that time.
Now here's Simmons. That shot misses. Ready by Bogdanovic. The Hawks leading. Lobbed up there for Dunn.
Admire the determination of Dunn, staying confident in his shot at all times.
Now, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's Simmons penetrating. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Atlanta calls timeout. They lead by 2. 1:46 left to play in the first overtime. Will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Tony Snell comes in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Dunn. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Young against Simmons. Shots good from Young. And the Hawks lead by 4.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Simmons passes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's now 24 points for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, crucial basket there. And as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take it there.
The more that you level up in the game of basketball, it becomes about the matchups, identifying the weakest link, and then exploiting it.
Here's Huerter by Green. And Okongwu slams it in.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Huerter finds an open teammate.
The drive by Simmons. And no good. Here's Atlanta. They lead by 4. Here's Snell. Right side, Collins. It's Young on the wing. Clock at 6. Back to Collins. Oh, good on the triple. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The drive by Green. Here's Embiid. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And one area of concern for Dunn, hitting his free throws with consistency, because he has the temperament to draw fouls.
I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got John Collins. Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, Landry Shamet is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Green. And it's Jordan in at the center. Now, here's Collins. Lobbed up there for Collins. And finished off by Collins. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Well, as good as Durant is on the perimeter, this is where he hits for an absolutely insane percentage.
Now done. In the corner, Snell with it from past the arc. That one misses. The Nets go the other way with it. 3-on-3. Shamet kicks to Harden. Back to Shamet. Shoots the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
The coaching staff encourages Shamet to take these shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Here's Dunn. Lob pass to Capella.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Harden with it. Feeds it to Jordan. It's stolen by Capella. Fast break, the Hawks. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
This is the consistent shooting we expect from Tony Snell. Doesn't waste his shots.
Harden outside. Overdone. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, this gives you some confidence when you drop 3 straight to start the game.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Now, here's Green after Clint Capella's miss. KD on the wing. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
A graceful athlete in his prime of his career. Durant with great body control through contact.
Here's Dunn. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Dunn dishes to Snell. Back to Dunn. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Durant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. KD's got 8 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Dunn against Harden. Dunn right side. Lob pass to Capella. The shot, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Bogdanovich wide open. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock to stop the drought. And it's Capella missing.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Green, the pass to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. KD looking around. Pass to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Snell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Snell's got his second basket of the game.
Love seeing Tony battle for the bucket. That has to make his coaches happy.
And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Young in at the guard position.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from, finds the open man.
Here's Brown after the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Here's Harden and the jam by Harden.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Young against Harden. From 11 feet away. And again, it's Atlanta.
Trae Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
Harden surveying the D. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Nets, Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Here's Young to the paint, taken away. In transition, here come the Nets. Griffin with the ball. Irving with it. Okongwu covering. High post try. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Hunter. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside Irving. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Hawks making a change here. Williams has checked in. Griffin passes to Claxton. Williams against Irving. Over Williams. Outside for Griffin. Launches it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Young's checked in for the Hawks. quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Irving. 5 on the clock. Over Young. Irving passes to Claxton. That one doesn't go. The Hawks trail by 9. Oh, the lob to Gallinari. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And the dunk by Jordan.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. The three. The Hawks again can't hit. Nets leading by 9.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Now here's Durant. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Brown the pass to Jordan. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Hawks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And they pick up 2. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Kicks to Brown. At the elbow, Green. And the pass to Shamet. Back to Green. Shamet finds Green. Off on the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Well, this is what they want from Herter. Be assertive and make plays.
It's his first trip to the line.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
James Harden. He's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Tony Snell's checked in for Hutter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Young.
I don't think we've ever seen a player of Durant's size who can handle the rock that well.
Dunn looking over the floor. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Dunn's got his first bucket in this one. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Brooklyn. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you're a tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 10 points and 1 assist. And that's...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
We've got DeAndre Jordan. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Harden in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
One of the great rebounders in this league. When Jordan does score, this is often how it happens.
Here's Dunn. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Dunn kicks to Bogdanovich. Lob pass to Capella. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Joe Harris is checked in for Landry Shamet. Now here's Capella. And here's Collins from outside. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Nets leading by 7. And here's Harden. 6 points for him. Five to shoot from the line. That one off the back iron and out.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
The Hawks working the ball around. Collins in the post. He's against Green. And Jordan sends it back.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities. That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
Now here's Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 8 points.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Done outside. To the middle. Here's Bogdanovich. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Harden outside. He kicks to Durant. Rebounded by the Hawks. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Lob pass to Capella.
You see what Dunn can do when he's playing under control. That's an excellent pass.
Nets leading by 3.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Dunn outside. Snell, the pass to Dunn. Kicks it to Capella. Outside Collins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Griffin comes in for Green. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Irving to the inside. Claxton no good.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, G.A.? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Here's Irving after the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Over Young. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Slithering off the pick and roll, Kyrie makes the right decision to keep it himself.
The Hawks trail by 3. Young up top to the left side wing. Here's Herter. He's covered by Brown. Here's Young. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
Irving dishes to Brown. Passes it to Claxton. Back to Brown. Irving against Young. Second chance effort. Claxton the pass to Irving. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
3/4 of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Gallinari is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Williams at the point.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now, here is Harden. And the shot goes in.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Williams looking over the floor. Lob pass to Capella. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Trae Young comes in for Williams. Now here's Harden. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Now, here is Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Here's Shamet following the basket by Trae Young. Back to Harden. And he slams it down right on top of Gallinari.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Young pass to Herter. Back to Young. Here's Herter. Pass to Okongwu. And it's in there.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
Now, here's Shamet. Top of the key, Griffin. Harden outside. Over Young. Another miss by Harden. The Hawks trailing. Here's Herter. Pass to Hunter. To the paint. Stolen by Harden. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Claxton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Brooklyn making some changes. Durant's checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Landry Shamet. Then for the Hawks, Tony Snell comes in for Hunter, and it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. Atlanta calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets forward.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence, guys.
Thank you, David. Harden gets to Irving. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Kyrie has done it again. He loved the big shot and the big moment.
1:29 left to play in the final quarter. Young passes to Snell. Back to Young. He feeds it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Irving looking for an opening. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the middle. Here's Griffin, and there's the whistle on the... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. The challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside, KD. Yes!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now, here is Young. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
Now, Kevin Durant. On the wing, Irving. Got it!
Kyrie never losing his composure. He is deadly in the clutch.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 2. 1 second left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it. And we've got
Kevin, thanks for...
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Green is out there with Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. Now, here is Harden. Passes it to KD. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old-school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here is Harden after Ben Simmons' bucket. Inside, Embiid with the steal. Down low. No good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Now, here is Harden, defended by Thibault, and the basket by Harden.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Simmons dishes to Harris. Pass to Thibault. Back to Harris. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility. Great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here is Durant after the Sixers pick up 2. Back to Harden. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the middle, Embiid. And he gets the bucket.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harden the pass to KD. And here's Harden. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Shake Milton comes in for Green. And George Hills subbed in for Ben Simmons. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now, here's Milton. Out to the wing. Embiid kicks to Hill. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Philadelphia. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. Irving passes to Brown. Back to Irving. Nets passing it around. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Now, here's Milton. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Shoots from 14. Milton the pass to Howard. Here's Embiid with the second effort. Got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. And some changes here for the 76ers. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Maxey subbed in for Hill. Here's Maxey. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Irving. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks to Brown. Stolen. And we reach the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 5. Live. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny.
For me, it comes with block.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Anthony Tolliver out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Howard. Then it's Curry. And it's Milton in at the 2 spot. Here's Curry following the basket by Blake Griffin. Now here's Curry. Dishes it to Tolliver. Snatched away. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys there were. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Irving looking for an opening. It's stolen by Curry. And here they come. Korkmaz kicks to Milton. No good from the wing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers leading by 5. Lobbed up there for Howard. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Brown wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Milton kicks to Korkmaz. Griffin on the double team. Tolliver tips it back in. Tolliver's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Griffin passes to Irving. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Curry. That shot off the mark. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Tolliver. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Seth Curry. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the Sixers pick up 2 from about 19 feet. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Durant's got 5 now.
Look, Kevin Durant's looking at the defender like, hey, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it.
Hill passes to Howard. It's back to Hill. Pass to Howard. The kick out to Hill. Howard in the post, guarded by Jordan.
It doesn't get any higher percentage from that. Dwight Howard, no doubt, on the dunk.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Now Shamet. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's Harden with the drive. No good. Hill with some nice D.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Nets trail by 8. Harden surveying the D. And stolen by Simmons. And so it's... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period. And
for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Landry Shamet. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant, and it's Harden in at the point. And good that time. Harris has got the first bucket of the third here for Philadelphia.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Back to Harden. To the paint, and stolen by Simmons. A rebound by the Nets.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
The 76ers leading by 10. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Now, here is Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Green. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Harris dishes to Embiid, and that's good off the glass that time.
And this coaching staff loves to see that kind of aggression from Embiid. No hesitation on the jump shot. That's the mentality they want out of a big man.
Now here's Durant. 5 points in the game. From deep. Good on the three-point shot. Durant's got it back down to single digits for the Nets.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Back to Simmons. To the inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
And pass passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has, a guy that wants to get his team involved.
Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. Over Thibault. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. KD's got 10 points. The 76ers leading by 9. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Harris passes to Simmons. Here's Thibault. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Great D that time from Durant. The Nets trail by 7. In the corner, Harden. Green against Durant. The pass to Shamet. The feed to Jordan. And he makes that one.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first. And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
That's good from Simmons.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Tolliver comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Shake Milton in for Danny Green.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Here is Tolliver. It's blocked. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. Simmons against Irving.
And Simmons is just the total package. I mean, a player that can really dish it to his teammates.
Nets trail by 7. Irving finds Brown. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. And a wide open look for Irving. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they continue to control the glass.
Outside, Simmons. Back to Tolliver. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist in this one.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Brown outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Anthony Tolliver, George Hill out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Howard, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And there it is for him.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Hill with it. Count that bucket.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Nets trail by 9. And here's Harden. Passes it to Harris. He kicks it to Durant. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Hill passes to Howard, and stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Jordan dishes to Griffin. Harden with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from James Harden. The 76ers shooting in offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Now here's Howard. Hill finds Milton. Here's Howard. Pass to Milton. Another shot. The shot comes out, and it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And Maxey subbed in for Hill. Landry Shamet's checked in for Brooklyn.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Maxey. Outside Harris. Pass to Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Down low, Howard. And the 76ers call time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now Simmons. James Harden missing on the 3. And Simmons kicks to Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. They could use a bucket. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Gotta admire the hard work by Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. From outside the arc, that's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
To the right side. The 19-foot shot. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Harden the pass to Durant. Durant drawing the double team, trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. No good there. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Simmons passes to Thibault. Harris outside. Here's Embiid. No good on the shot. Some solid defense there from KD. Harden kicks to Durant. His 3-pointers off the mark. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Right side, Simmons. Inside. Brooklyn with the rebound.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Green, the pass to Harris. Puts one up from 19. Second chance shot. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. That was a fun night of basketball. The sun shining brightly on down and
Hey, Kevin, with the Sixers having scoring struggles on occasions,
growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, DA. And one injury for them. They're still pretty close to full strength, though.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Chris Dunn. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Snell in at the small forward. And for the 76ers, the young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Seth Curry is out there with Green. And it's Thibault in at the 3. The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
Now here's Embiid. Shoots over Capella, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Snell, defended by Thibault. Snell, that's good.
And Bogdanovich coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings. And not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player.
Here's Simmons, and Capella sends it back.
You got to be careful when Capella is patrolling the area. He's an excellent shot blocker who uses his length well. Cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Snell, the pass to Collins. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Capella trying to free himself up. Snell, no good. 76ers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Let's go, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Dunn looking over the floor. And the rejection by Embiid.
And the wingspan of Embiid, I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
Lob pass to Capella. A shot off that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later. That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Here's Dunn after Ben Simmons' bucket. Now Dunn. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Curry. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Simmons got his second bucket.
You better stay with Simmons, especially on the break. He's dangerous. He leaks out and he's going to cash in.
Down against Curry. Dunn dishes to Capella. Good D by Embiid.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the goal.
Oh, that was something else.
The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Dunn kicks to Bogdanovich. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Curry after the basket by Atlanta. 6 to shoot. Here's Simmons. Collins grabs the miss. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Bogdanovich. 50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Green against Dunn. Bogdanovich. And Simmons with the rebound.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Bible finds Embiid. Rebound by the Hawks.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
To the paint. And it's Capella missing.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Curry wide open. Hits the target from 18 feet. Done with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bobbed up. Oh! That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish.
No. What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the back. Gallinari is out there with Hunter. And it's Okongwu in its center, locking down the middle.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
And Dwight Howard, not the same 35-minute a game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. He provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Good. The assist goes to Hill. Howard's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
A floater, and it's sent back by Howard. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Okongwu. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Howard at the elbow. Looking for Milton. He gets it there. Just 5 to shoot. Howard wide open. The shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Gallinari attacking. Rebound by the 76ers. Fast break, Philadelphia. Milton's shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Pass to Hunter. Gallinari surveying the D. Young outside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Hill. Pass to Milton. It's back to Hill. Passes to Milton. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Harris. And he gets it to go.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Hawks trail by 4. Young outside. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Now the pass to Korkmaz. Kicks it to Harris. Over Gallinari. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Harris has got his second basket of the night. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And Okongwu slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
Here's Howard. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Howard's got 6.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Young outside. Feeds it to Okongwu. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defense.
Hilton the pass to Harris. Here's Korkmaz. To the middle. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Okongwu.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
And here is Hill. He dishes it to Harris. It's deflected. Gallinari with the steal. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. 76ers lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to for the 76ers. The first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And guys, without question, Okongwu displaying his skills today.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Green is up there with Seth Curry, and it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
Up top, Curry. Dunn covering. Embiid. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
You can't afford to give Embiid any separation, especially in the pick and roll area where he is very dangerous.
Dunn outside. Outside Collins. Dunn against Curry. Shot clock at 6.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Green against Bogdanovich. Green dishes to Curry. From downtown. He can't get that one.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Snell kicks to Collins. Pass to Capella. Over Simmons for the tie. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Maxey's checked in for Curry. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Lou Williams is checked in for Tony Snell.
a problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
Now, here's Dunn. Defense is right there. He gets it in there. Collins has got his third basket of the night. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV time. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Pass to Dunn. Lob pass to Capella. He's off on that one. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Simmons passes to Embiid, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Atlanta making some changes. Milton kicks to Korkmaz. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
Always an adventure from the line. One of the few blemishes on Howard's career.
And he's good on the second.
A little bit shaky at the line there. I mean, he did the important part and got him in front.
Young passes to Herter. For the lead. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harris kicks to Hill. Back to Harris. And Hill has it in the corner. Harris finds Hill. Puts one up from 19. They get it again. Howard, that's good. Howard's got 9 points.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
The Hawks trail by 3. Young looking it over. Down low. Got a piece of it. Oh, the lob to Gallinari. Howard with the steal. Out on his own on the break. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock.
And it's not difficult to see the potential that Harris has. I mean, he's a guy that can do just about everything out there on the floor.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. 26 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Young against Harris. Young passes to Gallinari. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
The shot by Okongwu, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Chris Dunn. Tony Snell is out there with John Collins. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. 6 to shoot. Here's Dunn. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Stolen by Collins. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Tobias Harris is checked in for Simmons. Korkmaz comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. Now, here is Hill. Passes it to Milton for the 3. Gallinari with the rebound. The Hawks trailing. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Harris. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he's worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
Young up top. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Here's Harris. Howard trying to free himself up. Harris kicks to Milton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Howard. Goes up again. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the 76ers lead by 4. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. And they go to the intentional foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Dunn. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Embiid, the pass to Curry. Now Embiid. Green finds Curry. And that one hits back iron.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Simmons. Outside Green. Outside Curry. Nice open look, but it's no good. Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And so they foul intentionally. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. And Bogdanovich kicks to Snell. Lobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Outside Green. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. The pass to Snell. Clock at 6 to take the lead. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. And he commits the intentional foul. Trae Young, he's checked in for Dunn. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. The drive by Simmons. And Capella sends it back. They recover it. Pass to Thybulle. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
The Hawks making a switch here. Herter's checked in. Young outside. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Outside Curry. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What I love about the big man is his fearlessness. I mean, Embiid, he's a leader who feels comfortable taking big shots.
Curry against Young. There's the lob to the hoop. Broke loose.
Love to see him battling in there. Go get it, little fella.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Young from outside. The offensive rebound. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
I love the high activity Capella brings. Someone that really brings it on the offensive glass.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off. Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for DA.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. And the injury report for both teams. Players will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Harden in at the 1. And for Atlanta, we've got Bogdanovich. Tony Snell is out there with John Collins. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. Now here's Irving. Six on the shot clock. Good defensive work there by Young. And it's the Hawks ball.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Now, here is Harden. Jordan, the pass to Durant. Young against Irving. Kicks it to Jordan. Shoots over Capella. Jordan can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Here is Harden after the made shot from John Collins. Back to Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Young. A 3-ball. Capella trying to free himself up. Young's shot is off. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Jordan. It's Durant on the wing. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. 11 feet away. Durant, no good.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
And Huerter gets it to go.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Harden kicks to KD. Goes up from the top of the key, and the jumper is good. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. Claxton the pass to Harden. He gets that one.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Capella. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Sheer power there from Capella. Not an easy guy to contain when he's going up with the shot.
Nets trail by 4. Now Harden. 54 seconds left to play in the first. 2 points. That one goes.
And, you know, if you give Harden daylight to shoot from the mid-range, he'll take it. Can't give him any room. Mid-range or 3, but mostly mid-range.
Now, here is Young. The rejection by Harden. And so Brown will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 2 over Young. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Done outside. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hawks lead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Joe Harris is out there with Griffin. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Atlanta making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Gallinari finds Williams. Throws it up high. Picked off in midair. Now it's Griffin running. Here we go. Sailing in.
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break. And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Herder, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Irving out to Harris. Stolen. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And Williams throws it down.
Look at how much pressure Williams puts on the defense in the open court. Always pushing the action and playing downhill.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And the Hawks with possession here. Williams passes to Herder. Pass to Okongwu. Rebounded by the Nets. Irving with it. Outside Griffin. The kick out to Irving. 6 to shoot. Over Williams. The putback. No dice on the putback jam. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They get the rebound. Here's Hunter. The pass to Herder. Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. This time's checked in for the Hawks. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Durant subbed in for Brown.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A minute 50 left to play here in the second quarter. Hunter dishes to Dunn. Passes it to Okongwu. Over Jordan. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. The Nets shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better, and not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Now here's Irving. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Snell kicks to Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Moves so well towards the rim. When Collins attacks with that kind of ferocity, puts the defense on their heels.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Shamet's checked in.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
To the inside, Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, you got to admire the precise passing of Harden. All he needs is a little crack to thread the needle.
Young against Harden. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Harden outside. To the paint, Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Boy, this is where Jordan really does most of his eating. Finishing after setting a solid screen.
Young for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. Then it's John Collins. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Snell in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Shamet, the pass to Claxton. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Capella. Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Durant's checked in for Harris. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. Young against Irving. Harden outside. Over Bogdanovich. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Outside Jordan to the middle, trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Not going to go that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Harden. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Boy, it's amazing to me how easy Harden makes it look. I mean, when he's locked in, it feels like there's nobody that can guard him, and he's right most of the time.
Lob pass to Capella. And that one is off. The Nets with the lead.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Harden up and in on the layup. Harden's got 17 now.
So fun watching Harden operate inside near the rim. I mean, his confidence level is high, and he does a really good job getting ideal position.
Here's Young, and he comes up with the deuce. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Young. Dishes it to Capella. It's not going to go for him. Jordan with some nice D. Nets leading by 3. Durant, the pass to Jordan. It's intercepted. Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
Harden, the pass to Irving. Outside, Green. Right side, Kevin Durant. They kick it out to Green. Just 4 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Done outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And with the size Dunn possesses, it allows him to see the floor really well. So good at setting his guys up for quality shots as a result.
And here is Shamet. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harris passes to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Griffin down low. Gallinari covering. Offensive rebound. Here's Claxton. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Here's Claxton, and the layup's good off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hawks lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Harden. And it's Brown in at the 2.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Blake Griffin.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
Dunn passes to Herter. From 8. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Harris outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Harden. Griffin controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
Here's Williams. Great D that time from Griffin. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Brown.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Here's Young. And the shot goes down. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Harden outside. There's the feed to Green. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Young dishes to Snell. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Capella, high post. Outside Collins. The rebound by the Nets. Here's Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hawks trailing. Knocks it loose and stolen by Jordan. Right side, Kevin Durant. Off target with the open look.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Collins, good.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan, the kick out to Irving. Second shot opportunity, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 1. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And Now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Molinari comes in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game. He wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Harden surveying the D.
Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden right now.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Young is double. It's in!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
26 seconds left in the game. Here's Durant. Count it!
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Young. It falls!
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's KD. No good. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. That was a fun. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. Coming right up. 2K Sports presents Thursday Night of the End. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Maxey out there with Green, and it's Thybulle in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, Jordan is out there with Green, then it's Harden, and it's Durant, and it's Shamet in at the 2-guard spot.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Off target with his three. Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Simmons finds Green. Green missing again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Harden on the wing. For three. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, it's a beautiful shot right there from Harden. He has the touch and quick release needed to torch defenses from outside.
Green dishes to Simmons. Back to Green. To the left wing. Embiid against Jordan. Good D by Jordan.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Harden left side. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
We all marvel at the offensive game of Harden, don't we? I mean, he's excellent at taking advantage of these in-between spots on the floor.
Now, here's Maxey. Guarded closely. Clock at 6. To end the cold streak. And he lays it up and in.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, now that they have that monkey off their back, hopefully they can settle down and execute.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 8. Back to Durant. Rebound by the 76ers.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Harris comes in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Landry Shamet. Now here's Harden. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 4-point game. And Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
Harden the pass to Durant. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And they double up Simmons. That gives them the lead. Simmons got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Harden. He's got 8. Back to Durant. And finished off by KD.
Yeah, he's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Maxey passes to Simmons. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's Durant. Harden the pass to KD. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. From downtown, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
We've got Harden. He's out there with Brown. Griffin is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the four-man position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Unloads from 9. Harden, that's good.
And Harden loves getting contact on his shots, showing off his true muscle and level of concentration.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Great open look there. Korkmaz has got the lead back up to 6 now for Philadelphia.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Harden kicks to Harris. Back to Harden. Inside, Claxton. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Claxton's got his first points of the game.
What an exquisite playmaker, especially in the pick and roll. Harden, he's as good as the kids.
Here's Hill. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Fires it up. Harris misses.
Now, you expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Harden outside. Over Hill. Harden can't hit. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Harris. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Oh, I like it when Harris attacks in the paint. He's got the size and length to make that work.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Harden against Hill. Harden, that's good.
Quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
Now Milton passes it to Harris. Milton kicks to Harris. On the wing, Hill. Back to Harris. Banked in off the glass. Harris has got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first half. Brown finds Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Harden with it. 14 points for him. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. The 76ers leading by 4. Now, here's Maxey. Curry looking it over. The feed now to Simmons. Cuts off the pass. It's Brown on the wing. And finished off by Brown.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Maxey passes to Simmons. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 12.
Oh, the brilliance of Simmons. You know, outstanding at getting fancy with the ball and taking risks from time to time.
From deep, Harden. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Good at recognizing when the defense is overcommitted. I mean, Embiid is terrific at sharing the ball.
And so it's the Philadelphia 70.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points and and that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, the incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Green out there with Maxey, and it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. Shot clock at 5. Embiid finds Green. Now Thibault. The 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thibault's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the 76ers. And here is KD from deep three-point range, and Embiid pulls it down.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Outside, Green. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Nets trail by 9. Here's Irving, and it's blocked by Simmons.
The reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And here's Green outside.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Count that one. And now an 11-point 76ers lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Durant puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Durant's got 5 now.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
In the corner, Simmons with it. Shot clock at 6. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Landry Shamet's checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Harris comes in for Simmons. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Maxey.
Good at cashing in from mid-range. Such a consistent shooter, Mr. Kevin Durant.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Hill inside. Guarded by Harris. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got his first 2 points of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here is Durant. 7 points in the game. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The length of Durant, I mean, it makes him almost unstoppable.
It's his first trip to the line. And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Shake Milton comes in for Green, and Curry subbed in for George Hill. Curry kicks to Harris. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Aggressive move by Harris. A little contact there. He just powers through it.
Harden outside. That one no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. There's the pass to Harris. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. Now Harden, he's got 16. Back to Shamet. Beyond the arc. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers leading by 10. On the pass to Korkmaz. 76ers moving the ball around. Curry kicks to Milton. Here's Howard. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Shamet finds Harden. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
This is Harden's specialty. He's a wizard at getting contact, finding a way to finish.
Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And then for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. And Simmons subbed in for Korkmaz. The 76ers have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Curry passes to Harris. Outside Curry. Steps back and shoots. No good off the back of the rim.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Harden with it.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And we've reached the end of the third. 76ers on top. They lead by 9. And we'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Joe Harris is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Claxton in at the center position.
Give him another. Simmons is terrific tonight. He's figuring out ways to light it up.
Now, here is Harden. To the middle. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Simmons. The dish now to Curry. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Brooklyn with the rebound.
He's not an easy man to stop. He's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Harris comes in for Simmons. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. No good from Howard.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
The 76ers leading by 7. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And here is Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Luwawu is checked in for James Harden. And then for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid is checked in for Howard. Ben Simmons comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Green in for Shake Milton. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
And stolen by Jordan. Feeds it to Griffin. Outside, KD. Outside, Jordan. 5 to shoot. Out to KD. And Embiid with the block.
Oh, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
And Durant launches from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Outside, Simmons. Latrey. And it's Durant with the rebound. Nets trail by 9. On up the court. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got his first 2 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And here's Simmons for 3. Unable to get that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. 1:12 left to play in the final quarter. Jordan kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Griffin dishes to Jordan. Here's Griffin. Back to Jordan. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Harris. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And here's Green outside. They get it back. Pass to Harris. Goes back up. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Embiid finds Curry. Back to Embiid. Crafty move. And the dunk by Embiid.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come so easy to the big fella, especially when it comes to dunking.
And the wide open shot from Griffin. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. So the 76ers win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily. it.